The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Today, the third and final week of preseason action, and we've got a good one in store. As it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Detroit Lions. The punter, Jack Fox, has us ready to go, and we are underway here at Ford Field. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his third season in the league.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
At the 34-yard line.
Back to Mixon on second down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
And it's 3rd down. Here we go.
Stroud to throw it. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away.
And I'm not sure if he got a little sloppy with his mechanics or just put too much juice on the snap. But either way, this one ends up out of the punter's reach. And now it's up to their defense to bail them out.
Running left, it's Mixon. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
First down, Houston.
Again, it's Mixon. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
Stroud looking to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down at the 28-yard line.
Play action. It's Goff. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A gain there of 21 yards.
That's good for a Lion.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
18 more yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
That's another Detroit.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Tackled by the cornerback, Derek Stingley.
Brings up second down at the Texans' 18-yard line.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
Another Lions.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. As they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Goff now looks to throw. That's to the pylon and incomplete. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. Houston set to take over. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground.
Joe Mixon will carry.
And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8-yard line.
Brings up second
Both
down.
teams practice this situation, and this time the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave them some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed them off with that run.
He was taken
A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
A gain of 11 on
They were not fooling around at all, were they?
First down,
2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Again, it's Mixon. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
the 22-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now a 3rd and 6. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Throwing now is Stroud. And he fires one, but incomplete. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Stroud and company going for it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Marcus Davenport brought him down, the UTSA product.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds him and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
It's a gain of 25 yards. And the Texans' 1st down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
A loss of 2.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
42-yard line.
Interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Stroud out of the gun here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
From the gun on third down, here's Stroud. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line.
A gain of 14. First down, Houston.
And Stroud now to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. These offensive starters still out there in the second quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the third quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the third quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the fourth quarter.
Stroud. He finds his target. It's Schultz. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
Here's Stroud. Escape. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
14 on the sack. It's second down.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking to throw. Stroud. And his throw here is incomplete.
Intended for Dalton.
The partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both of these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a miss-hit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Goff now looking to throw. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Again, Goff. Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. But Goff and Williams hooking up there for a Lions first. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. Bates' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we are deadlocked at the break here, and the EA Sports Halftime Report starts now. Here's Scott Hanson.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hanson here with an abridged version of the halftime report. Both offenses still trying to find their way. Tight competitive game, though, as we are tied at the half. To find out who will come out on top, let's rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9.
Brings up 2nd down at the 36.
Here's Goff. Breaks through the contact. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
12 yards. That's good for a Lions.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
To throw is Goff. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
It's now 3rd down and
Williams, a man in motion right. Quick toss by Goff is complete. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's now 4th down and less than a yard.
They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. Throwing to start the drive. Stroud. and a gain of 6 on the play.
Complete to Dalton
And that'll
Schultz.
bring up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second down at their 49-yard line.
Back to throw. Stroud. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Number 9, Brevin Jordan.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Down to about the 37.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Looking to throw. Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Operating from the gun. Stroud. He will have the conversion and more than that. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dalton Schultz, 34 yards. And the Texans take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. Okay, Scott, thank you. And this one's still anybody's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in the second half as we are about to get underway. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
It's a gain of 11.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Off-play action. Here's Goff. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Goff going to keep it himself. No gain on the play that time as we have now reached the end of the 3rd quarter of play. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Open man is Raymond. He's got it. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And that makes him now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
Mills and the Texans now come up with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
A loss of a yard.
2nd and 10.
At the 39-yard line.
They run it again with Chubb. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
A loss of 2 yards.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
It has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Fights through him. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Quick throw completed by Hooker. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's Hooker. A quick throw there is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Hooker from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's Berrios. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Texans will take over. Now comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
And this is the worry because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important third down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. From the shotgun, it's Mills. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of 13 yards. First down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
A gain of 9.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Now remember, no overtime here in preseason. This offense hoping that's a moot issue as they try to finish this one off. And again, it's Chubb. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
Taken down at the 11.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Up the middle, it's Chubb. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Second and 9.
A give running right is Chubb. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And the Texans are going to have a first down, and that is the big one, as they should be able to run it out from here.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Leads to second and goal.
An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. Chubb will take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Touchdown, Houston.
For as good as Nick Chubb is in the open field, he's every bit as good when they line him up down near the goal line. He's a speed back between the 20s, but a power back down close, and he forces his way into the end zone.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3.
Makes the score Texans 17.
So that one a long 11-play drive. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard
So now the
line.
Lions down by 2 touchdowns, 23 seconds to go. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. And he'll get this up past the 45. It's a first down, but the tackle comes in bounds.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Lions first down.
And now he stops it with a spike at 8 seconds. Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Come on. Hooker 19.
Throwing here is Hooker. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.